Welcome, listeners, to the gathering place of two big bald buddies who dare to delve into the horrors of the unknown. This is the Horror Basement and Beyond, where Johnny and his co-conspirator in all things mysterious, the one and only Jim Jam. They take you on a hair-raising journey through the realms of horrors, where shadows whisper secrets, cryptids lurk in the shadows, and extraterrestrial beings may just be watching. But fear not, because the only truly frightening thing in our basement is our passion for the unexplained. We're not just your average podcast. We're the big bald buddies who bring you a spine-tingling blend of horror, mysterious phenomena, cryptids, aliens, and even a dash of culinary curiosity. Yes, you heard that right. We'll explore the eerie and satiate your appetite for the strange and unusual, while keeping it as funny as we can. So buckle up as we venture into the depths of the horror basement and beyond, where nightmares come to life, mysteries unfold, and two big bald buddies guide you through the unknown with a blend of terror, humor, and a hunger for the unexplained. It's time to face your fears and join us in the darkness, because down here every creak, every rustle, and every story has a sinister tale to tell. Welcome to the Horror Basement and Beyond.
Welcome to the Horror Basement and Beyond with the big bald buddies, Jim Jam and Johnny. I'm one of your hosts, Johnny, and as always, Jim Jam's here with us.
Jim Jam here.
And Yeti and John. Yeti and John. Hey. Yeti and John.
What up? What up?
They're here. They're here. What is up, guys? How are you all doing?
Love is in the air, y'all.
It is.
Yes, it's coming up on Valentine's Day, which you should love your spouse even extra on that one day.
Oh, fun fact. I went and watched Flight Risk last week. Don't need to watch that in a movie. Just letting you know. Just 100% don't need to. But the person I went with, Hard Eyes come up, and I said, I want to go see that movie. And she said, you're going to have to go by yourself.
Oh, man.
Love is not in the air. She does not watch horror movies. And after the one scene where in the trailer, the guy gets the sword shoved through him, and she gets the hilt of the sword pushed through her head, and she comes up and you can see through her head. She's like, no thanks.
Well, that's when you put her face in your chest or something.
That's what I'm saying.
She's like, oh, babe, I got you.
No. You create your own hilt of your sword. And you put her...
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be that person.
Be on my hilt. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Glad you don't watch this podcast.
Yeah. She wouldn't care. But yeah. So
balls deep, dog.
Balls deep. That's the goal. That is 100% the goal. I'm not
For once, all four of us have got a kind of like a spouse on here.
Yeah,
actually not a spouse, but a significant other, I guess.
Yeah. So I'll be going and watching that movie by myself this week.
No, probably. We'll probably go.
I want to watch it. I don't know if you've all seen the trailer, but
I would go. My wife won't watch. She don't watch horror either, so I'd go for sure.
It's a brutal film. The trailer looks like it's going to be brutal, but it's supposed to be like a comedy-ish type deal. So
it's like Scream kind of vibe.
Yeah,
sort of.
And I'm down with the new killer. You know, like something a little bit new, a little bit fresh around the love of the season.
Little fresh blood.
Everyone that's in love.
A little fresh blood. Yeah.
I gotta say, man, my wife, that's one of my. I love it because she's down with horror movies. Like she's watched Martyrs with me. She's like,
oh shit.
Like back when I was doing like a bunch of extreme horror, like she would sit and watch a lot of shit with me, dude. She watched. We watched Frontiers together.
She didn't watch a Serbian film, right?
No, she wouldn't even be in the house when I was watching Serbian film the first time.
That is a fucking.
I won't watch Serbian film. I've heard about it.
You should watch it one time, John.
Dude,
honestly, look at it as a political movie.
No,
it's
listen,
a political movie.
On some real shit. Do you like other extreme horror stuff?
I love what do you call it? High Tension. That's like my favorite one of that.
High Tension, like that French extremity movement.
Yeah, that's
High
good
tension.
stuff. Yeah.
Martyrs. Have you seen Have you seen like Inside and Frontiers too?
Yeah, I don't like Terrifier because Terrifier is just like wannabe stuff. I feel like Terrifier wants to be like that. it's just not as good. But I feel like the French stuff is actually good.
I'm a huge fan of that like short span of French cinema. I just fucking and Incident in the Ghostland was really good too. It was kind of on that I think the director of Inside directed that. I don't know, it's been years. But Serbian film, I mean, all of the like worst shit that you hear people talk about is implied.
Mm.
You don't see, like, it's heavily implied.
Yes.
And I think that's kind of the worst, kind of like going back to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, you would think it was a more gory film than it is because they let, like, Tobe Hooper let you build all that shit out in your head. So a lot of the most disgusting, disturbing things in that movie, it's so bad because it's all in your head.
Yeah,
but I will have to say this: it is beautifully shot.
It is, man.
Serbian
It's
film
beautifully shot. The score is good. The acting is good. The effects are good.
Yeah, it's just
There's only, to me, there was only really 2 scenes that really fuck you up.
I think that's the kid stuff I read about. I was like, I don't know if I want to see that.
But look. If you ever do decide to, we could tell you the kind of get into it, and you can kind of fast forward through it.
Okay.
Just because,
no, man,
like the very end.
Fuck that.
The very
Bite the bullet.
No, you gotta watch it.
Take the full experience. I highly, dude.
The only part that I got squeamish on was the very end where it's his own son.
Yeah, it's really fucked up
because you hear the stretching.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's kind of like that's a little.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Maybe I blocked that out. But yeah, I mean, the movie's fucked up. Like,
it's a fucked up movie.
It's not. They're not overstating how fucked up it is, but a lot of the stuff that's like really terrible, it's not on screen.
But when you visualize it as a political movie of how Serbia treats someone, they fuck you at birth and death and in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you take it like that. That's the only reason why Jim Jam talked me into watching it. And we did a commentary on the whole thing. So yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's also like a free speech thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how far can I go with this art? You know?
But to me, Martyrs made me feel worse. Like, Martyrs, I didn't care about Martyrs. Like,
Martyrs is brutal. It's a brutal movie.
Dude, to this day, my favorite horror movie.
But to me, I'm sorry. The flaw of that whole movie is that woman was supposed to have been a badass, and within one night, she's the weakest little bitch that's ever existed. Like, someone captures her, and she becomes the weakest person you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Like, she stops fighting back, and I'm like, "Are you fucking what?" Like, that's just my
that's
opinion.
Not one night, dude. That's months.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Like, it was just she was so weak after. I was just like,
yeah, she gets broken by like
but it wasn't that long.
Yeah, they had her in there for like months, dude.
Yeah, but the first night was it was like she was done. I was just like,
they broke her
in one day, though. Like,
but you've seen plenty of people that's been like act like a badass, and then like, oh fuck.
But
but
also she wasn't
her girlfriend and
what, Yeti?
She wasn't the one who was so hard. It was her friend who died.
No, she was She was saving her girlfriend. Was that her girlfriend?
That's kind of ambiguous, maybe a little bit.
I thought it was her girlfriend. I thought they were a couple.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I've gotten a little bit. I don't know. As I get older, it's like the extreme gore shit gets to me a little more now. I don't know why. I think it's just getting older. Like, I just kind of I'm more so like story. Like, I'm fine with gore, but I want it to be like a good story. So, like, that's why, like, when I watched Terrifier 2 and shit, I was like, it's special effects reels, right?
We actually got an article.
But,
we actually got an article that's talking about something like that.
What did you think? I think, okay, if we're listing like Terrifier movies, like I've said this before on this podcast, so this is going to be like just repeated, but like in order of like good of the movie being the best, like 1, 3, and 2. Because 3 had a better story than 2 did.
I agree with
And the
that.
first movie
One's
is better
probably the
than,
best.
than all of them.
You seen
Yeah.
all of them yet, Yeti?
Nah, I haven't seen 3 yet.
Well, 3 is better than 2.
I agree.
I enjoyed 2. I really liked the first one. I enjoyed 2, and I'm excited to see 3. I just haven't
3
gotten
is
around to
the
it
story.
yet.
Like you understand 2. Like 3 explains 2, and it's sad
Yeah.
that 2 was just like, what the fuck's going on?
Since we're already on this, we'll just go ahead and mention this one real quick. Well, it says that Damon Leone teases Terrifier 4 script, which will finally reveal the origin of Art the Clown.
Yeah, because you come to find out that Art was a real person in 1.
Yeah.
Then he becomes like a demon thing in 2. That's how you
Right.
figure that out in 3.
Says,
Please don't
spoiled
make
it all for you,
It
Yeti.
doesn't need to be 3 hours, though. My God, please make it 90 minutes.
It says Terrifier 4, which he promises will be a most epic, thrilling, nasty, horrifying, emotional, utterly satisfying conclusion. So he's banking on this to be the last one.
Yeah, we'll see. We talked
Oh,
about this
shit.
before. We talked about this before. Like he wants to end it, but he might have to make 5 films to like get the full story. But he's also explained on like the length of the movie is because Art takes his time with the kills, so you have to spend instead of like 1 minute killing someone, he's spending like 4 to 5 minutes killing someone. So that's why he's saying it makes sense. That's why it's a little bit longer. Like that's why it's a 2-hour movie, essentially.
I think what makes it so hard to watch is the sound effects too. They like the
squishiness.
the squishy sounds and
Sorry, but 3. The only thing I didn't like is the special effects on 3 where they zoomed in and like were cutting the body in half and doing all that stuff. I was just kind of like not as believable. Like
You
don't
know-
need it- you don't need
after
this
they
high
made that
quality.
movie, they got a special effect. They got a dude doing Foley, and he's literally just squishing hamburger meat and shit for the
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
for the mic. It's like all it's doing.
Yeah,
but hey man, that I think Terrifier is what got the start of the boom of the indie horror.
yeah. I mean, it's brought it back.
It's a tentpole film.
Like for the success that it come up
Because
to hit theaters,
I
like
think-
it has brought horror back to theaters.
as bad as the pandemic was amazing for independent horror.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, I think we've said that from the get go.
Yeah.
Like Terrifier getting into a theater was like huge. I mean, and it also obviously opened up the door for Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey too.
Yeah, it gave us the opportunity to do something huge. The Yeti made the poster for it, so we got
Yeah.
to do the showing of Terrifier at Full Moon Cineplex.
Yeah, but I think Terrifier has helped. Even if you don't like it, it's caused the extreme horror to be able to get into a theater.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen nothing like super extreme. Now, Halloween, the first Halloween in, what was it, 2018?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Mhm.
Pretty
Like, that
brutal.
movie was pretty brutal. But it had such a well-known name attached
Yeah.
to it, you know, that it's understandable that it got pushed into a theater.
Well, the girl that's playing that plays the girl with no face in all these movies, which is now what she's becoming the demon or something.
I think so, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The girl in the first one, her face got tore off or ripped off or whatever.
Victoria, I think.
She's gonna be at Full Moon this year.
Yeah, I just seen her. I think I've seen that full moon thing. I did not realize, and I know I shouldn't talk about women, but how attractive she is.
Well, she can't tell how attractive she is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
Makeup
didn't
on.
really remember who she was, you know? And then I
You
seen her picture. I was like, holy smokes.
So I
Dude.
think we're not setting up at Full Moon this year. Probably not again. But I don't know, Johnny. Are you gonna go Saturday?
I mean,
So we might go Saturday.
we still got a couple months out. So
Oh yeah. So we might actually go Saturday. Just
we go just to look around.
I'm definitely going just to go for
I
sure.
want to attempt to see if we can get some celebrities to do some reviews with us, food reviews. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. Is
Well, you have
Felicity?
to pay them.
I'm not paying them shit.
Well, then you're not going to get food reviews. It's like you're going up there to get a video with them. So you're going to have to like pay them for their time.
I think I might go get my face tattooed.
What are you gonna put on your
Yeah,
face?
you're not a millionaire yet, and I so recall you saying that you would not get your face tattooed until you become a millionaire. So I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
well,
I'm calling you out.
Are you halfway to a millionaire?
Nah, not even.
Not even
fucking
close. So no, dude, you can't even
Nah,
get
I'm not
halfway
even a fucking
tattooed.
thousandaire. Okay.
Yeah. So
Like,
we can tattoo the top line of your ear. Okay. We can just the
Whoa.
outer edge.
Well, you kind of got to fade. Well, how far down does the? Oh, it's a hairline.
Hair.
Right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
they're bottom of my horns sit like right here. I got my ear tattooed.
Yeah. But I'm saying we could black it out. We can make you black ears.
Hey, we could put some hair on your head. How about you get hairs tattooed on your head?
You got other
Get a little
tattoos.
Superman curl tattooed right in the middle.
That would
Oh,
be
That's
yeah.
kind of like the Bam Bam tattoo.
yes.
Yeah.
Remember Bam Bam back? That's like cool. The Bam Bam.
Yeah. Bam Bam Bigelow with the head tattoo. Yeah.
You think? I always said something about Johnny get one right, a slit down the middle, and he'd be a dickhead.
Yeah. No thanks.
You get a mushroom around it, look like a mushroom head. Then
Probably just look stupid.
yeah, probably will.
Like, you know. No.
For Halloween, you could just draw a little black
How
line.
would you do that?
I'll just draw a black line right there and go
I'll
around.
do that.
You
I'll
dress up.
do that as soon as you dress up like a baby.
Dude, he is
Okay.
so obsessed with this shit.
We need to get you a little bit.
He
I'm going
said-
to get you to be a horror baby. I'm sorry. I think it would be funny.
What, like the baby from 13 Ghosts?
I don't know.
You remember that? You remember that baby?
On
From
what?
13
You'd be a
13
giant
Ghosts?
baby. You already got a bald head. We could shave your
Mhm.
face.
Yeah, I'm not shaving my
You
face.
have a
for
baby
that.
face.
I got to be in a movie that's making me millions of dollars before I shave.
$1 million to shave your fucking goatee. Give me a break, Jimmy.
Oh,
You're not worth that. Jesus Christ, dude.
It would cost me a lot to shave my face.
Yeah,
You
if
know
somebody
how-
come up to you and said, "I'll give you 10 grand," would you shave your beard?
Look,
Oh,
You can grow back.
Oh, yeah.
I would probably get arrested because I'd look like the pedophile or something.
Like that, you can grow back. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I-
Jimmy can't. Jimmy, it took him 15 years to grow this goatee.
Yeah, I'm not.
I would
Right.
I would have to Google how much a divorce attorney costs because
Yeah,
I'm
he would look
afraid
like
if I
such a
shaved my
baby.
face,
Yeah, he
my
would
wife
be like the
leave
biggest.
me.
What?
He would look like a little baby.
I do.
Well, I know you got pictures on your social media or something of you without all the beard, right?
Yeah. I went through a stage there where I just had sideburns. It was
I had like the little pinstripe at one time.
I had full mutton chops.
I tried to look like the white rapper from back in the early 2000s.
Gosh,
Wow.
house bless.
Did you never do the pinstripe?
I had a goatee. Like I had the middle of it, like just the stripe going down for a long time. Like I had different. I cut it out. Like I had a goatee.
When I
For
first
like, since I
started,
was
I was like
15.
17. I had just a little bit, looked like a little chin strap. That was all the goatee I could ever grow.
Because I didn't have a beard until like 10 years ago. 10, 11 years ago. Like I never tried to grow a beard. I didn't really think like my beard was patchy. Like trying to grow it, so I
How'd you
kept a
get it to
goatee.
grow?
Well, as I got older, it just but when I was in my 20s, I couldn't grow a good beard. So
I didn't grow.
now
yeah.
when you reach your 50s, maybe Jim Jam, just maybe.
I have a gray beard.
Yeah, I was well into my 30s before this shit right here started growing in.
Yeah, I mean I think it's just time.
and now
Then
it's
I let
just
it
all
grow and it just
turning
kind of
gray.
grew in. I was like, holy shit, I can actually grow a beard.
the fatter I get, the more hair I get.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't. When I was younger, I was clean shaven. I don't do that anymore. Oh.
Yeah, now plus I want to keep it like a goatee or something just to cover up underneath my chin. Like I don't really have a fucking double chin, but
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I just don't want, you know what I mean? Like to even look at it. I don't know.
Now that I'm
Yeah,
losing,
I'm trim my fucking beard all the way.
now that I'm losing weight, I'm starting to get a little gobbler down here, so I'm gonna have to
It's a
grow
little,
some hair.
it's a little goozler.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little goozler down here. Whoop.
Turkey gobble.
Yeah, I start doing this, it's gonna start jiggling on me. So I'm gonna have to grow a long hair just to cover it up. Look, it won't even be that long, but it'll look long because the skin hanging down.
Gosh.
Jesus.
It's like some of these kids I see nowadays, like these teenagers.
Neckbeards.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Shave your shit. Grow a goatee. You know what I mean? Like, you can't grow a beard yet.
Do
Shave
something.
your shit. My nephew, I'm going to call him out. He fucking had a neck beard, like legit. Couldn't grow facial hair at all. And it just grew under his chin. And I had to just say to like, dude, you need to shave that, man. Like, you legit. It looks horrible.
There was a
The
while.
only way it's okay to grow that shit is if you got something in front of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, dude, and it was legit a strap. Like, that would just went straight up and down. Like, from his sideburns down underneath his chin.
Yeah.
And, like, it was just, like, real splotchy around.
Oh,
And it's
God.
like he had the
He
thinnest
got full
fucking
beard
mustache.
now, don't he?
Yeah, he can grow a beard now. But, I mean, he was, like, 18 years old. And, you know, he's 21 now. Like, it takes time. You know what I mean? It's just time. Like, that's all it is. Now, for some people, for Jim Jam's case, his time's up. You're not growing a beard.
Time is not up, man.
His time
There is still hope.
Beard time is up.
There is hope. Damn it! All hope is not gone.
I got hope for a beard, by God.
All right,
He's never playing Santa Claus, guys. It's never.
get Yeti to play Santa Claus.
Almost. You can't really see it in the camera, but I got some grays started.
No, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I can't wait until my shit's just all salt and pepper. Honestly, like there will be
That's
no
my-
just for
I think
men
that's
over
my
here.
thing. It's like I wish it would just turn gray.
Mhm.
It's like I wish all my hair would just fall out.
That would be fucking.
You know what I'm saying? Like the sides and everything would just go.
So you ain't got to shave no more.
Like, yeah, because like the top is just smooth. Like why can't? And most of the top, like just the back top is smooth. But like the middle has hair. It's just like, dude, can you not just fucking go?
I don't get a 5 o'clock shadow up here no more. It's only
Yeah,
the
the
sides and
edges.
the back.
Yeah.
I
fall out.
got like 3 dozen hairs up here that'll get as long as the sides, and it just pisses me off so bad.
John
John has nothing to say in this because he has a nice full head of hair, and yeah, fuck you, John.
our resident haired buddy.
Yeah,
But it's weird. I have like red beard, but dark everything else. It's just like annoying.
that is odd.
But it's
Yeah.
is what it is.
Yeah, I was like, what's that? It's like you're half redhead or something.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's odd how hair does that. Like facial hair red, top hair not red.
It has a red tint. Your top
Yeah.
hair-
I think it's just genetics. Like if you got any Irish in you, it's like the red shit's gonna come out usually.
Yeah, I think most of mine's German.
It's like Greg E. Death. He is our other big haired buddy.
Oh, he got some hair.
He got dreads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well,
Let's move along with some horror news.
oh no,
We'll talk about that on the Beyond.
okay.
We'll blast through some of this because we have some wrestling talk coming up on the basement and the Royal Rumble. So we're going to tease that if you're interested in wrestling at all, which I am. All right, so let's go with first off. The Black Phone 2 has wrapped filming. I don't know about everyone else in here, but I really enjoyed the first Black Phone. So this claims that October 17th, 2025 is the planned release date. I think there's some other movies coming out around then, so we'll see if that don't get moved up or back a little bit. Because depending on if some bigger movies drop around that time, which Black Phone set itself in, the horror genre pretty well. It was well received for a lot of people. It did a lot of money. I think, what did it say, 167 million or something? 160 million globally. So it's pretty well cemented in, itself in the lineup of horror movies around Halloween.
Well,
But I don't think
I just don't know how they're going to continue that story.
100%. Like, is it a prequel?
it has to be, right?
Yeah, it has to.
I can't
be.
remember.
Do you think maybe the kid gets in another situation and like Ethan Hawke is like a ghost or something? Like he's like talking to him, kind of like in the
how-
first one.
Yeah, the little kid was talking to him.
Yeah, I don't know.
It must have been pretty successful if it got a haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah. I mean, well, Blumhouse and Universal.
Yeti,
so-
you was about to say something?
I just think if you get snatched by 2 serial killers, like you have to start asking yourself, what the fuck are you doing wrong?
True.
Like one time, there's no victim blaming there. You get snatched up by a serial killer. It happens.
Okay, so
You know,
this is
you
what
are
it's
not
saying. It's a story about continued story of a serial child killer and a boy who escapes his basement. The movie will introduce new characters and mysteries and is expected to be a high school coming of age film.
So maybe this is the kid, probably trying to get through it in his head as a teenager. So it's probably going to be a ghost type situation. He's going to be haunted. Or the way you're talking, Yeti, it's like he's got Stockholm syndrome or some shit.
Like he was answering the phone down there because the ghosts were talking through the phone.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's already like a paranormal aspect to it all, and technically, if Ethan Hawke, his character, what if he wasn't the ringleader? What if this is a bigger group in this area that, you know what I'm saying, is pushing this through like a cult?
Like Trick.
I don't know.
Y'all remember that movie?
Sure.
Okay.
Is that haunted house? Like, it's not haunted, but it's like mask and stuff in it.
Yeah, it's like the mass killer, and then at the end you learn that it's like there's like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe that could be it, but I mean, it's introducing new characters and stuff. And honestly, I don't know who's going to be starring in this movie, so because Ethan Hawke, I mean, he's dead, right?
Yeah, I mean, they could do like Scream 5, where you had like Billy is like talking to Sam, and he's like in her head. I guess they could do that. It's just weird. I mean, they could do that kind of thing, I guess.
It's definitely a possibility.
Ethan Hawke is reprising the role of the child killer known as the Grabber, so maybe he didn't die. I thought he was pretty fucking dead, but hey, we didn't technically see him being buried, so
yeah. Michael Myers looked pretty fucking dead at the end of the first Halloween.
Yeah. True that.
Hey, that's a great segue to what was Matthew Lillard's character in Scream 1? What?
I don't know, maybe
Stu.
Yeah. Well, apparently Matthew Lillard joins the cast of Scream 7. So
I'm still not interested in that movie after them losing their main fucking people of the fucking franchise for the new franchise. I don't know. Like, they lost me. Honestly.
I think I know what they're doing here with him and Scott Foley. I think it's like so I'll bet it's a meta thing. You remember like Wes Craven's New Nightmare? Like, I'll bet they're playing themselves, and there's a Scream killer in real life coming after the actors. Like, because that's the only way. How else do you bring him back? Like,
maybe that's since they're not able to get move on from part 6 because the actors ran off, or they ran off the actor. What's her name? The main one. Not the main one, but the older sister of Jenna Ortega's character.
I can't think of.
Maybe they just completely scrapped that. That, and like you're saying, it's going to be kind of like a meta thing, like reality type thing.
Because without Jenna Ortega and I cannot think of her name. Fix her really well. If you scroll down, it probably talks about her in there. But it seems like they mention her every freaking time. Melissa Barrera. Like I said, that I knew it would. After losing them two, and like Melissa Barrera was really supposed to be fighting the ghost of her dad, like to become a killer. Like you just I don't know how you really continue with that same storyline. You can't. Like, you're just making Scream movies now. Like, you lost the story.
Or they're gonna do the same thing again, but instead of Billy's kid, it'll be Stu's kid.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, well,
now Stu's kid is crazy.
Yeah, we can't finish this arc that we had planned because we lost this cast. So let's recycle this arc and restart. And
and they're talking about
make
February
enough
27th.
changes.
February 27th, 2026 release on this.
The one thing I don't want them doing, which I heard someone brought up, was like if they brought all the original killers back, but it's like AI voice. So like somebody's basically calling Sydney with their voices, and that's what it is. Like they're just messing with like the whole AI shit. Like I don't want them to do that. You know,
I would hate that.
You put it out in the universe, so now it's going to happen.
Way to go, John.
I know. I really hope it's not right.
So this looks like it's going to be a heavy remake, reboot type episode because the Faculty remake is being written by companions Drew Hancock. So yeah, it looks like they're doing.
I mean, The Faculty was a really good movie. I'll be honest. I can see why you would want to update it for this generation.
Yeah.
25 years ago, like when you look at it, it's super dated. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, look how young they were.
Yeah, but even like the classrooms are extremely dated. Everything about the school is dated from the
25th
98
anniversary.
Yeah, so
was last year
because Idle Hands is getting remade. So,
oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, so like, and people are bitching. Don't fuck this movie up, but it's not for us. It's not for our generation. We already had the movie.
Right.
We already had it. And like kids want something up to date for their like I'd rather see my school, like the kind of school I'm going to now with aliens or whatever fucking taking over.
Right.
We already talked about that, right?
Yeah, Toxic Avenger getting an August release.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah, man. I don't know how I feel about that. Like I do totally like I really like your outlook on the remakes, like given these stories that we enjoyed so much to a new generation and packaging that they're going to enjoy a little more. And maybe it'll even drive them to go, okay, well, let's go look at the original.
Yeah.
So I really like that outlook. That's really cool. I've never thought about it like that. That being said, I don't know how I feel about this.
The Toxic Avenger, though, is really sexually pushed. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a big sexual thing in there.
Right? Oh yeah, sure.
So
it's
like
a Lloyd Kaufman movie too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's a product of its time. Yeah, it's hard to redo that in 2025.
And how will 2025 movie Toxic Avenger deal with that?
Right.
The overtly sexual, fucking horny, misogynistic take on. You know what I mean? Like, how is that going to work? Because really, the Toxic Avenger wanted to fuck bitches. Like, him as a, nerdy dude. Like, he wanted to fuck bitches too, but he couldn't because he was nerdy, right? Am I missing something on there? Am I wrong?
Well, no, I mean...
He was picked on,
Yeah.
And them bitches were hot, dude. Them
well, there was no political correctness either back then. Trauma didn't care. Trauma in the 80s was like a time capsule.
They made that to a fucking cartoon for kids. So crazy, dude.
I watched it.
Yeah. I did too. I loved it. I loved it to death.
Well, here's a little plug. Well, I'm going to throw in here. Yeti got to actually interview Lloyd Kaufman at Full Moon.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
You can go back, scroll through the way back in the day and watch Yeti's interview where Lloyd Kaufman actually kind of gives Yeti a little bit of hell.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so like...
stoned.
I had done my interview prep for that, right? And what was planned was a quick, hey, how are you? And we'll settle in because we were at Full Moon and I had been on the road all fucking day. Well, not all day, but it's a 3-hour drive and we had to go check into the hotel. I got both my kids with me and it was a whole big deal. So what was planned was a quick, hey, how are you? A little meetup. Hey, we're going to do an interview here in about an hour because it was like we had it scheduled, And I was going to like unwind a little. Like I may or may not have had a bottle of whiskey in my pocket I was going to nip off of a few times. And I had notes on my phone. Like I had a list of questions I wanted to ask. We go in there, quick, hey, how are you? Uncle Lloydie was like, fuck it, run it. And then he gives me Toxie's head to hold. I'm holding the microphone. I can't look at my fucking notes. Like, so I'm completely sober, which at the time was like fucking an issue. And I'm completely off guard and I can't get to my notes. And I'm absolutely in awe of this dude. Like, I fucking love Lloyd Kaufman. And it was just like, it was not my best performance, man, but it was one of my favorite moments in my whole life, dude. Just getting fucking ribbed by Lloyd Kaufman. That was the shit.
And getting to hold the original Toxic Mask.
Yeah, man.
Nice. Do you think he does that on purpose, Lloyd? Like with people like messing with him?
Yes.
Is that like I figured? Yeah.
So yeah,
He gets. I think he gets his fucking kicks that way, and I totally respect that.
let's move back a little bit. But David Arquette to star in a slasher movie, Kill or Be Killed. Like, we didn't segue this properly from the screen.
Oh yeah, my bad.
But it's all good. I just want to say, he's going to be in this movie, and it's about a school's out for summer, and senior gets mutilated. And the body's found on the football field, and it's like a theatrical fashion or whatever. And then there's like a red envelope pinned to him. And then bodies start piling up. That sounds like a pretty good movie.
I'd watch it.
Check it out.
Hey, David Arquette. He lives in Nashville, by the way.
Summer slasher. When will this be coming out? And I don't see anything about when this is going to be.
Hey, let's talk about this because I already showed Yeti and Johnny this picture. But Screamboat shares another image of its killer Mickey Mouse, which is played by David Howard Thornton. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. I will share the screen real quick, or y'all can see it right here. Look at this mouse, which everybody else can see it. Y'all can't see it right now. I'm not sure. Yeah, y'all already seen it, right? So y'all remember. How ridiculous. Oh, yeah, you got to bring up the whole butthole mouth, too, right?
Yeah, he is sucking on rat peters right there, baby. All kinds of rat peters. I mean, he's a crack mouse. Like, let's be honest, dude. He is whoring himself out. That mouse, that rat has been wore out. Like, he's rough.
He got
living on the streets, dog.
That butthole is tore up, too,
huh? I don't know. I think he's just using his mouth, dog. Streets. He can't get that diaper off.
That diaper is sealed to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just looks
rough. Pull it off, skin comes off with it.
Whew. Yeah, hey, look, there's no
good
hair.
Image, though. You thought about it. You pictured it.
There's no hair under there. It's just skin.
Yeah, it's just bald. Fucking, do you think it'll be like Nosferatu? We'll get to see his dick.
Oh God, Mickey.
You know what I'm saying? Will we get to see Mickey dick?
Oh,
wait. Do we see Nosferatu's dick?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, Yeti. You get to see his ass, too. This Mr. Burns looking ass. Yeah, he looks like fucking Mr.
Have you
Burns.
seen pictures of what they made him look like?
Yes.
He's got
wait till you see him from above.
Butt naked.
like a corpse.
I
fucking this bitch, too.
The character design for the Nosferatu.
Like, he's over there fucking this girl, and she stabs him. He's trying to fuck her.
I don't know if he can get his little old Burns.
I mean, wouldn't his dick be kind of like just shooting fucking like dust? His balls cannot. Like, he's a corpse. It's like
blood.
I don't even know if it's blood, dude. Because
shooting like, BC powder.
Yeah.
Well, you got.
What do you think dead powdered semen smells like?
You got to switch it around in your mouth.
Yeah. It's got to like be rehydrated.
Well, no. Think about it like this, okay? Like we drink water or water derivative products, and water goes into semen and kind of like fucks with the viscosity of it or whatever. So he's just drinking blood. So it's gonna be like a fucking protein shake. That's just
Yeti. What the fuck, dog?
Just like a thick blood protein shake, like a fucking Like, have you guys ever painted with oil paints? Go in a little tube, you know.
But you know, like, and the thing about Nosferatu is like his little two front teeth that in the like the injections, and he sucks out of the chest and not the neck.
You don't get to see, you don't even see his teeth. Like he don't have the fangs.
Not really.
It never shows that.
I want to see somebody edit the movie and just take the mustache off. See what it looks like.
It'd be way better.
And
it's got to look better.
And take off the fucking faux hawk too.
Yeah,
dude, that's so fucked up. Why would you change? Like, I'm sorry, but Count Orlok is one of the best, like, designs, man. Like,
I guess it's fucking
Nosferatu.
But what they're saying is he was a corpse, but from that era, like Vlad the Impaler,
right?
Like they wanted to give an image of Vlad.
Well, it's not Vlad. It's fucking Count Orlok.
But Vlad is the whole character Orlok is based off Vlad the Impaler.
Well,
they changed
Bram
a bunch
Stoker's
of names.
Dracula.
If you watch the original, it's fucking Dracula.
Yeah,
but it's Bram Stoker's
right.
Dracula because they stole it's from that book. They stole the fucking. But what the claim is they wanted to give him an actual Romanian look from that era, like what he would have looked like back in the 1600s. But he's supposed to have been laying in a coffin for that month until she called him, right?
But dude,
isn't that what happened? Like she called him and like he kind of resurrected himself and it gave him the power to come back.
Well, how
that was wrong.
Like
that's the way what I took out of it.
So how does a dead body grow just the mohawk?
And no, it never lost the hair. Because the dead body holds onto a hair.
His powers in that movie are real odd because it's almost like he brings the plague too. Like it's almost like he's bringing the Black Plague with him.
Yeah,
it's odd. Yeah,
he's bringing the plague with him.
Fun fact: Nosferatu is like the name comes from, I think it's Latin. It's Nosferus, which is plague bearer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah, that's he brings the plague because he brings the plague of death no matter where he goes. His bodies are falling either by him or by something else. You know, right? Is that? I mean, essentially, like everything around him dies. His fucking castle, like nothing grows there.
He was giving Tom Selleck a run for his money with that mustache.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Pretty much.
It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna watch it, but I hate the character design.
Well, they did everything else right. They did pointy ears. They did the bald. They just that stupid mustache is just like so. I don't know. It's so strong. You either love it or hate it, and I wouldn't have done it. You know.
All right, y'all know that I don't watch the classic horror. I'm not into it because it bores me. But did Count Orlok talk?
No, it was a silent film.
Silent.
He talked in this movie.
Well, because we're not.
Well, I mean, it's not a silent film, so I think. I mean, maybe there was dialogue for him, dude. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I mean,
but
it comes up, like they talk to you.
Yeah.
You can go watch on YouTube where they colorize that film. The original.
That ain't helping them.
I mean.
Oh man,
the movie's only 40-something minutes long. I don't even think it's an hour, is it?
Look, one of my favorite things to do, like for real, it works with a lot of silent films. It works with almost any silent horror film. My favorite is Dr. Caligari, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. What you do is you go find some fucking doom metal, and you start the silent film and a really good doom metal album at the same time. And just fucking just that. There'll be times where it'll actually sync up. Like I listen to Under Acid Hoof and watch Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, and there are points where it kind of like the music almost syncs. It's really great, but it's just slow plodding fucking heaviness that you're getting punched in the face with this beautifully done painted sets. Like fucking, oh man, it's great. It's fucking amazing. Like skip the score because I mean you don't need to hear anything. Just put the TV on mute.
Yeah.
It's fucking yeah. It makes silent films so fucking cool.
I've never seen it, but I've heard it's pretty awesome. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, Caligari is really fucking good movie, man. And the artistry that went into it. Like the way they did the painted sets and stuff, and it's that German expressionist style.
I tried to watch it one night, and I was so fucked up. There's no way.
What's it called?
The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Because I was tripping balls, and there's no way I could fucking. I was like, there's no way I could watch this.
What? No, that's how you watch it.
No way. I was like,
Dude, I'm telling you,
I can't do
fucking
this.
doom metal
1920.
Yeah. Yeah,
Holy
it's
shit,
worth
that's
it.
old.
and about 3 tabs, dude. Over with. That's my fucking
But
favorite.
speaking of music and all that stuff, The Lost Boys, a new musical, is coming to Broadway in 2026. I think we kind of mentioned this like a few months back that they were talking about it, but it's gonna happen. The Lost Boys musical, and
That's funny.
I'm not gonna lie. If it come to TPAC, I'd probably fucking try to go watch it.
Hands down, I'd go to
I'll
that.
be honest. I would love to go watch it.
If they
just to
do
see
like
what it
a
is.
film adaptation, like a live cast adaptation for film, I definitely stream it.
Yeah, I love like yeah. I like plays like if I'm there. You know, I like musicals and stuff. If I'm in the audience, I don't care to watch a musical movie, but I'm down for plays. Like, you know, as a live spectator.
Did you see the Hamilton thing they did?
No, I didn't watch any Hamiltons.
I've seen some of it. I haven't seen all of it, but
I have a teenager, so he was like really he got obsessed with it for like 6 months, so we went and streamed it, and it was really fucking good. Like something like that with the Lost Boys, where it's like, it's just a filmed stage play.
yeah.
I would 100% watch.
I just want to see what they do with Tim Capello, the sax guy. That'd be so
Oh
fun.
God,
to see.
yes.
That whole
He's got to be. I mean, he's still alive, right? He's got to
He's
be.
still doing it, dude. He's still doing
He
the
is.
sax thing.
Hey Yeti, what was the doom metal album you said real quick before we?
It's called Under Acid Hoof by a band called Acid Mammoth.
Go ahead and finish what you were saying. Sorry.
But
Yeah.
go ahead.
I don't know. I lost it.
We can move along.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yes.
Stephen
you're
King
cool.
has seen scripts from Mike Flanagan's The Dark Tower, and he's claiming they're perfect. And I know a lot of people didn't like the first Stephen King Dark Tower movie. I've never read the books because there's multiple books. Because I thought about getting them from Audible and like listening to them, but there's so many fucking parts to that story that I did not realize. I'm like, dude, I don't know.
Do it.
But I enjoyed the movie. But I didn't, and it's like 2015 or 17 when that movie come out. I mean, people hated on it so hard.
I don't remember a Dark Tower movie coming out.
It's with sexy man, the black guy. He's got like the deep voice. He's like tall.
Nope,
He's
not ringing any bells. Pretty
a
sure that
good
didn't
looking
happen.
dude. He's a good looking British guy. Women
I
love
think
him.
Idris Elba was in something
Yes,
else
Idris.
at the time.
Idris Elba. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that Dark Tower movie didn't fucking happen.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I could understand how like if
Idris
you'd never
Elba.
read the
Yeah,
books,
he's a
you would
handsome
enjoy it because Idris
I'm
Elba's
scared to
good.
say it.
And when they did that, it's the gunfighters or the
Yeah, it was the
gunslingers creed.
gunfighter one. Yeah.
The gunslingers creed, where he's like, I do not aim with my hand, I aim with my eye. He aims with his hand is forgotten the face of his father. That whole thing. I watched a clip of that online and it gave me fucking chills. But I read the books. Like I went all the way through them, and there's just so much like that. There's no way that movie did anything justice.
You know what though? You know what? But now that all these fucking streaming platforms are here, you know, because it was kind of out before they were doing all these TV adaptations of these books, and that would be more on a TV adaptation, so that you could get the full story of that book.
I would watch the
too
living
big.
shit out of that.
It's just too much storyline.
It's huge,
for
dude.
2 hour movie.
And
Yeah,
the fact
it's a
that
lot.
it's in Mike Flanagan's hands makes me so fucking happy. Like I'm a huge Stephen King fan since I was a kid. I love The Dark Tower. Like I have the fucking.
I think I remember us talking about this back in 2017, 18.
Yeah, like I
Somewhere around
have
that
the
time.
fucking Mark of Eld and the fucking Eye of the Crimson King tattooed on the back of my head. Like from the Dark Tower series. Like that's my shit.
Mike Flanagan was originally supposed to do Halloween 2018, and he turned it down because he just didn't want to. He was so respectful of Carpenter, like he didn't want to touch it. But they offered it to him apparently.
Well, imagine though, and you get brutalized for fucking trying to come up with this movie and this classic, you know?
Mhm.
Like, was it Gordon Green, or something like that?
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they didn't finish that series up good at all.
That
No.
last movie was trash.
Like,
I didn't like the first one all that much.
and then we have vampires.
Score.
We've been talking about Nosferatu. Well, Sinners, Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan's movie, be coming out April 18th, 2025. It's got a full trailer. If you're interested. I'm always down for vampires.
We probably should have talked about this
And the
when
twins.
we had David Howard Thornton, Willie
Screamboat?
Screamboat. We got another one that they're bringing out. I Heart Willie Mickey Mouse horror movie gets a one-night theatrical release in February.
Yeah.
February 26th.
Yeah,
So-
that'll be a super limited release, but that looks like he is a romance novel
Yeah, look at this
where,
guy.
wearing a Mickey Mouse mask. That is.
Oh God.
yeah,
Oh
looks-
Lord.
They can keep that.
That's some fucking Wild Eye releasing,
Absolutely.
fucking uncorked.
Does he have to get naked?
Straight. Yeah, that would have been right on Redbox back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's streaming on Sci-Fi.
yeah, that
Really?
checks out 100%.
Mm.
I mean, it should, right? Like
Yeah,
that is not like, but he has to show his dick for that to even get any kind of like.
Oh, look,
No.
he's even got the buttons.
No, I'm just saying for it to like get any kind of credibility or like notoriety, like to be pushed out there, like that guy's gonna have to get completely.
there's got to be
naked.
some Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, we got to see his willy.
Who's got to
Like that's the only way. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it, but that's the only way you're gonna like get some really fucking views up.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner with Leatherface.
All right, so John brought this up earlier before we started about the Jason Goes to Hell documentary called Hearts of Darkness. It completes the editing stages. So, John, do you know much about it? You want to talk on it?
I just know it's about the guy who directed it, Marcus something. It's like basically like him trying to get the movie made and dealing with like the studio, and because I think that was that the first New
Adam-
Line Cinema Jason
I believe so. Adam Marcus. is his
Adam
name.
Marcus, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's first New Line Cinema one because I remember, fondly remember that New Line Cinema logo at the beginning. But didn't they do the remake also?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's saying that it finally got approved through legal. Like it finally got through legal and has been approved, which means they're officially locked. This means the film is completed from an editing stage, and they're taking steps to ensure that the film meets all these standards to be released. Will be officially done with the making of the film. The movie will be on its way to festivals and distributions thereafter. After they get all the finishing touches added to it.
Hell yeah.
So, of course,
They haven't made a Friday 13th thing in 16 years besides the game. That's crazy.
so it's been 16 years since the remake came out?
2008, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess 17 then. Yeah, that's.
Was it 2008 or not? It could have been 9.
Well,
Remember.
I like that movie.
yeah, he's got
but-
Jared Padalecki. in it.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like I was really into the why can't I think of the name?
Oh, no.
Supernatural,
2009.
2009.
Oh, okay.
So, but I was really into Supernatural, so to see Jared Padalecki like getting some credibility, or like
So it has a scene in that movie that is spectacular and it's funny and it's in the sex scene where the girl is riding him and he was just like, you have perfect nipple placement.
Oh yeah.
The dude is like a boob like expert and he's like,
a sewer.
I think he even said that your boobs are stupendous.
Oh yeah, the opening to that movie is like the first 10 minutes of that movie is.
Isn't that when Willa Ford
It's
gets
awesome.
killed?
Yeah,
The pop singer Willa Ford that shows him stab the machete through her head, and then you get your first hit shots in the beginning.
mm-hmm.
Well, I saw that in theaters, and I was like, damn, they went for it. Titties at the beginning. But I got another documentary pulled up about Dinner with Leatherface. The life and career of Gunnar Hansen coming in February. So that would be pretty
Nice.
cool.
50th anniversary.
Yeah. So
Wow, y'all are old.
I remember when I was young and just hearing the opening of that movie, that the flash sound, that this movie just that alone terrified me. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And to know now that it's still a great movie, but
Yeah.
it's just like it's still kind of eerie, that sound. That did that have that effect on you, Yeti?
Honestly, it took me some time to really appreciate the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, I watched it for the first time when I was like 17 or 18 and just fucking didn't care for it. And then I watched it again probably 8 or 9 years ago and got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's about the same way. Like, it wasn't, like, Leatherface wasn't really my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't know. I think I really enjoyed the first Halloween, but didn't really enjoy the first. You know what I'm saying? Like, watching Halloween for the first time. I was like, man, I get this. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I was kind of more like, I don't know.
The one that got me when I watched it for the first
As far
time
as
was The
locking,
Exorcist.
You know,
Oh, that's that's
Exorcist.
Well, that was pretty wild.
I mean, I wasn't
man.
scared of Halloween. Like, so.
I saw Texas Chainsaw 2 first on VHS when I was little, and so I love that movie.
Was that the one with Stretch?
Yeah, the second one.
It's because it's like a comedy horror.
Yeah.
I love it. But then the first one I saw later, and I love the first one too. That second one is so.
But
I have
honestly,
so much nostalgia for it. So
I probably didn't have enough appreciation for Texas Chainsaw Massacre because when I was growing up, we were renting like Slumber Party Massacre. You know, like boobs and whatever fucking boobs we could see. Like our friend, his parents would let us rent these VHS tapes at the theater or at the movie rental place, and we'd go back to his house and like watch these whatever, all the boobs.
Super fun, sleazy slasher.
Yes. So didn't really have an appreciation for a good classic,
Right.
Are we talking like some sorority row massacre and shit like that?
like that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like the most tits you could have in a movie.
And
That's what we were watching as kids.
What about the 80s when the tits were perky
Like 11,
and
12
huge?
years old.
What about that? Now they're huge but not perky, unless they're fake.
Yeah.
What happened to tits?
I mean,
they
had
a formula back then for that shit.
I'll be honest with you. I'm more into the all natural looking fake boobs now. You know what I mean? Like they actually hang down some.
But I'm talking about too. They were pointy. What happened to that? I don't see pointy tits.
Oh, that's the
bra that was.
No. That's the actual fucking silicone.
That wasn't silicone. These were real. I'm talking about.
That's just young, Jimmy.
All right. Anyways, let's not talk about that.
They're like 19.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. So
they got these women in there 18, 19 years old.
Speaking of 18, hey, you want to hear a killer?
It probably was the bras though.
Yeah.
Like more or less.
They had pointy bras back then. Anyways, so speaking of teenagers, Ghostbusters franchise.
What the fuck?
Wow, what a transition.
Worst.
What a
You have
transition.
done some horrible fucking segues before, but I think that might have been the worst.
Speaking of teenagers. What the heck?
Jason Reitman says his father Ivan never understood sequels. What the fuck? My dad never understood sequels.
That relates to teen boobs.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeti's been on this show a lot and a long time. He knows. He's like,
Jesus.
Jim Jam never surprises me.
No, that until now, that was surprisingly fucking terrible. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
I gotta keep you on your toes, even in what 10 years or however long it's been.
It's been
Later.
Oh man.
Well, I'm glad. I'm happy that Yeti has stuck around as long as he has.
But anyways, yeah. So Jason Reitman says his father never understood the sequel. So yeah, I don't know where that was going. So I guess the reboot of this wouldn't have happened with his dad was around, maybe.
Yeah.
Did Ivan Reitman did he direct the sequel of Ghostbusters?
That's what I thought too. I don't know. I thought he did.
Jason.
Hold on.
Like the original part 2, I thought he did direct. Yeah, Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it took him 5 years to get around to making Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, Ivan did the second one.
Yeah, but it took him like 5 years to even try to get around to it.
I love Ghostbusters, but I feel like people kind of have rose-colored glasses about that sequel because it's not that great. I like it, but it's okay, you know.
Yeah, the first one is like.
I think, but as a kid though, it was great.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
Jason didn't direct the second one of the Frozen Empire. It was Gil Keenan directed it.
Frozen Empire was great. I like all the new Ghostbusters movies.
He did help write it, though.
I mean, I like the new franchise, where it's going, and now they're going to go worldwide with this third one. Fucking, I'm down with it, man.
I love Ghostbusters, dude. When it's done right,
man.
I fucking. Dude, back in the day, I watched the movie all the time and watched the cartoon.
The second one wasn't as good as the first one. So.
It's like Gremlins. I love Gremlins 1. Gremlins 2 is fun, but when people are talking about Gremlins 2 is like great, I'm like, it's not that great, I don't think.
It was just more Gremlins.
Is that the one where they were in like the mall or something?
It's the big office building where they stuck in.
But it was like, how many more Gremlins and puppets can we get into this motherfucker? Right?
Yeah.
Like, how many more can we just up the ante on?
Could you imagine the budget of that movie with all them puppets?
And then they had like security making sure nobody was coming out with them $40,000 Gremlins. Like they're like 40 or 50 grand.
That would be amazing to have a actual screen used gremlin puppet.
I mean, them things were badass. I wonder where they're all at.
They have to be in some studio warehouse somewhere.
Like, I wonder what the quality of them look like now. Like, just sitting there, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we seen the original Facehugger. Like, Adam Savage had it on. Like, he was at this, like, auction house. And they had, like, the very first Facehugger from Alien.
Still looking in good condition?
It's a little rough, but it's in good condition. But you wouldn't want to handle it a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of deflated a little bit. But it's made out of latex or something. But I mean, you know, for how old the motherfucker is, yeah, it's in good condition.
Yeah.
You know, they're handling it with white gloves, you know, like you don't want to get your oils and all that on.
Yeah.
So, did y'all ever see The Wretched?
I think I watched The Wretched.
An
indie horror movie. Yeah. I remember you talking about it. It was good, right? The Wretched. The Wretched.
Well, the synopsis is following his parents' separation. A rebellious teenage boy Ben is sent to live with his father for the summer and to work at the local marina to gain some form of discipline. The idyllic
tourist town offers little solace for him, however, as he is forced to deal with the local privileged teens and his father's new girlfriend. Ben's problems grow increasingly disturbing when he makes a chilling discovery about the family renting the house next door. A malevolent spirit from the woods has taken a hold of his parents and starts playing a sinister game of house, preying upon the children and wiping away any trace of their existence. Ben's suspicions of the supernatural hordes go unheeded, and that he launches a perilous crusade in order to put an end to the skin-walking witch's reign of terror.
That sounds really familiar.
If you've seen it, it was in 2020, so. Yeah.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe
the name is super familiar.
I haven't watched it.
Well, it's getting a sequel, y'all. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so watch the first one, fuckers. Unlike me, I didn't watch it either. So I'm not a fucker. Y'all are the fucker.
All right. Well, do y'all got anything else in horror and all that, or
Or are we going to move on?
are we ready to go behind the basement door?
What about this movie we were supposed to talk about?
Fucking dude. Probably forget about that easily.
Oh, Mr. Sandman that I wasn't told about? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I was, totally ignored it.
I'm pretty
Well.
sure I said something. But anyways,
I don't think you did.
Yeti, you want to start out with this?
You might have sent me a screenshot and I just, didn't know. Like, I was busy.
Okay, so like I don't know like vital statistics, director, writer, yada 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 yada. I just fucking watched it.
48 minutes.
It's basically a short. And it's focused on this little girl and like
Director Matthew
who's it? Matthew Smith?
Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Same thing. So basically, I guess the little girl's not feeling well, and she's up watching that. I think it's called A Trip to the Moon. It's an old French silent film,
Mm-hmm.
and her mom tells her she needs to go to bed. And her grandma, who's like in a hospital gown, but in the living room for some, I don't know. And she's like, "Oh, Mr. Sandman will come, and if you're in bed, he'll dreams and good stuff. But if you're not in bed when the Sandman comes at 3 a.m., you're he's gonna nightmares forever and all bad."
Oh, the witching hour, huh?
Yeah. So I took notes as we were watching this movie. First and foremost, the grandma sucks. She was just mean for no reason. And again, they're in a home. They're in a house. There's no reason for her to be wearing a hospital gown, but here we are. And she was just mean to this kid for no fucking reason. She's a mean old woman. And I kind of feel like that maybe she caused that shit to happen. Also, I hate the 3 a.m. thing. Like, if there's a story, a horror story, a plot that revolves around something happening at 3 a.m., I have checked out. Like, fucking
No, I'm usually in bed by then.
Well, no. It's because for a long time on, like, YouTube, all those stupid prank channels were like, "Oh, we're going to call Pennywise at 3 a.m. because 3 a.m. is the scary time." And now people are like, in movies, like, "Oh, the ghost is coming at 3 a.m." There is some like connection. Like, usually the witching hour is actually midnight.
Yeah.
But like more modern times, you've seen there's like psychological studies show that apparitional experiences happen more frequently between 3 and 4 a.m. So like. That's where you get.
Yeah, that's because either you're so fucking tired, you've been up way too long, so you're hallucinating, or you're halfway fucking asleep in your ultimate dream state, and you kind of get woken up. Right. Sorry, I'm not a big believer in ghosts. Sorry, my bad.
There's also a time where, before electricity and shit, where our sleep patterns were much different as people. Than they are now. Because, now you go to bed whenever the fuck you want to, and you get up whenever you want to, and you've always got light or dark whenever you want. But back then, you were set to the cycle of the sun. So you get up in the morning when the sun comes up, and you do your work around your farm or your little patch of land that your Lord made you work or whatever, and then you'd eat dinner, and you'd be in bed with the sun, and then you'd wake up in the middle of the night. And
scared as fuck.
Just for like a few hours in the middle of the night because you went to bed at like 7. So you get up at like 3 or 4 and you putter around and you have a drink and you probably do it. And then you like then you go back to bed until the sun comes up. Like it was a completely different sleep pattern than modern humanity. And in that period, like you're not completely awake, you're kind of groggy for a couple of hours. So you know, there's that point in the morning too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but it's like it was a different type of dark.
oh yeah.
Because there's no artificial light coming from anywhere. So the darkness, that's why they tell you don't be on the roads at night, because people were actually lurking to fucking kill people because it was so dark. Like the only people that were out were murderers and robbers. But go on about this movie, Mr. Sandman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like my brain was like, hey, let's talk about something completely different. Okay. So I think I kind of see what they're trying to do. Like they're talking about dreams and stuff, but it also kind of seems like it's an examination of the lasting impact of these offhanded comments sometimes that our elders make. You know, like your parents, your grandparents say something and it sticks with you forever. So it's kind of like a cerebral deconstruction of I'm just fucking with you. It was just I one of my other notes was have you guys ever seen House by the Cemetery? I do feel like there's a nod to a classic here.
Yeah.
So, okay, what's the one thing you remember from House by the Cemetery?
That weird little boy.
Freudstein.
Bob, the most annoying fucking character in horror movie history, right up there with Franklin from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really think the fucking main character of this movie was a nod to Bob.
Who's the main character?
Girl.
The main character is the child, and I feel like
that kid was fucking annoying. In House
my
God,
dude!
I did not want to watch that movie. We watched that movie. Did you watch it? We reviewed it.
I think we all reviewed it when
we reviewed it. Yeah,
yeah.
God damn. Yeah, that's why when you said,
was it just me, or was the child in this movie just like really fucking annoying? Yeah. I'll say it. It's okay.
Definitely annoying.
What is that? The writing?
That's what I say. I don't know if it was the writing or the directing. I'm not. It's a child. I'm not gonna.
But the writing and the directing of the child itself. Yeah, the character was super annoying. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the blame where it belongs on the adults.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
I hope the star of this movie, like I feel like she did really well with the material she was given. Like her facial acting, like the fear she showed was really good. Like beyond what I've seen with fucking actors who get paid to do this. Like her fear was really good, and like when she was struggling, there's a scene where like the Sandman is at her feet and he's trying to pull her, and she's like trying to claw back up her bed and reach for her fucking rosary. Like her performance was good. I just don't think she was given really great material or direction, because when she spoke, it was terrible. The writing, the dialogue in this was just fucking horrible.
John?
It's just bad filmmaking, in my opinion. I mean, it's like when the mom or something was like possessed with the makeup. I was like, what the hell? Are they doing Evil Dead? Because she looked like the girl from Evil Dead 1. What's her name?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like Evil Dead. That's all they were.
Dude, I was typing that when Yeti was talking. I was looking at his picture because I was like, yes, I was like.
I had a different reaction to that. Like I was like, I looked down at my phone. And I think I was messaging somebody or something, and I look up and there's the mom all blah, and I'm like, when did this turn into fucking Japanese horror? Like, cause it reminded me of like Ringu or the Japanese version of fucking The Grudge, man. And I was like, what is this J horror now? Like J horror is usually way better.
if you're gonna make a movie, I really feel like if you're gonna make a movie, learn your craft, write something, put money into it. Don't just film it on your fucking phone. Take time, save up, get money. Like, don't whenever someone says like anyone should make a movie, that's the worst advice ever, because that just means that like anybody can do whatever they want. No, you have to put effort into it. Like, oh, it's gonna like crap, you know? Like, you don't have to spend $1 million, but shit, save up, buy a $3,000 camera. Take time, you know. Don't just do it just because you can do it. You know?
Yeah, and if you're gonna go lo-fi, do it stylistically. Do it shot on video, like those Olaf Ittenbach films, like Black Past and The Burning Moon from the '80s. That German shit, like that is like fucking. I'm pretty sure that the budget on that was like 75 cents. But there was effort and there was passion and it was fucking good.
What's good about that kind of stuff is though that makes you more creative if you don't have a lot of money.
But if you don't have that,
like what's that one movie, Chicago Rot? Remember that?
Yeah,
that dude. The what? John, you got to see that movie. It's called Chicago Rot. We actually got them to come down to Creepy Con. Not Creepy Con, Connuga. And the way they made props and stuff was insane.
Have you ever seen Flash Gordon, John?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the music in it and all that? Chicago Rot's like music, but it's like horror and metal. And I really enjoyed Flash Gordon, so... Like seeing Chicago Rot, I was like, yeah, this is fucking good.
Yeah, we got to the whole cast. Well, not the whole cast, but we got most of the cast and crew to come down and do a panel at Connuga.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So this Mr. Sandman, it's kind of like...
It's on Tubi, by the way. You can watch it on Tubi.
I've got one more point that I have to make about this movie. Then we can move on. The fucking music box. This thing crawled all over me. It was okay. So there's a scene, right? There's a couple of scenes where she's in a room and it's dark, and like this music box starts playing as like a portent of this entity being in the room. It's the beginning of the creepy shit, right? Mm-hmm. So this music box starts playing, and it sounds nothing like a fucking music box. It's like they didn't even fucking try. Okay, like that crawled all over me instantly every time. And then the end credits, the end theme of the movie was a music box playing that sounded like a music box. Mm-hmm. If you can use it there, you can use it when the fucking music box plays. Because to me, music boxes in horror movies, I love it. It's a nice, creepy little addition. I know it's like fucking played out and it's like a cliche or whatever. It's one of those cliches I really enjoy. Like music boxes can be fucking creepy. Huh? And it was just so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then like the end theme was like a really good music. I think it might have been a recording of a music box. And it was like tingy and tinny and creepy. And
do you think they were trying to make a creepy music box? Huh. You know what I mean? Because the music box is off key because like the entity's in the music box.
It wasn't even off key.
Well, I mean, you know, like it's off on like the tune.
I mean, maybe, but it sounded like a ringtone.
Jesus Christ, man!
Did it not like an alarm tone from like a fucking
music
Nokia?
Boxes? Are they? Are music boxes copyrighted?
Let me see if I can get this pulled up.
You know what I mean?
A lot of these filmmakers, they need to look at it like cooking. Like, okay, if let's say like you want to make a Thanksgiving dinner for somebody, for a family. You don't want to go in there just being like, I've never done this before. No, you want to test it out on yourself, get it right, learn how to cook, and then do it. A lot of these filmmakers don't do that. They throw shit out there, and then they get mad when people don't like it, and it's like, well, yeah, you don't know what you're doing yet. Like, why? What do you expect? You know, it's like, I don't know.
Here's my thing though: you get mad when you make it, but you ask people to review it. Do you want an honest review, or do you want all your friends and family's reviews?
Right.
Because your friends and families are telling you that it's fucking great, and it's not. Like that's just a fact, man.
But I do. Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
Like Unlisted Owner, he claimed that he was top 10 in Amazon sales or whatever on Amazon. Because he had all of his family and friends go buy the fucking movie, and he made the list of top 10 for one day.
Hey, here, listen to this. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, is that the end theme?
Yeah, no, that's the beginning.
Yeah. Okay,
That's the one in the middle of the movie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that did sound like a ringtone. That was digitally
Yeah, and then you go to the end, the theme, the credits music.
Tubi.
Oh, you can't just pull that up on YouTube?
No, that movie's on Tubi. I'll let it go through the break real quick, and
But
yeah, I get what you're saying there, though. Like that was totally a digitally made.
Yeah.
That gave me the vibes of Signs theme.
But I will say, man, they made a movie. They got everybody together. They they wrote a script. They directed it. They recorded it. They edited it. They fucking put it out. I mean,
yeah, they put themselves out there.
Well, hopefully, in this year, by the end of the year, we can release the full Paranormal Activity movie. I'm really wanting to finish this year, and we got a great location.
But the sad thing is like my suggestion is we should have got Jimmy at his heaviest with the first shot of release the semen demon getting exercise, and then we have to do another shot to where he's lost weight because all the semen has left him. You get what I'm? Because he was just so full of semen.
Here we go.
Man.
Yeah, that's a real fucking music one.
yeah. See,
We're now talking about Mr.
do you
Sandman.
see why it fucking got on my nerves so bad?
Yeah, I can.
And honestly, I know that I'm a harsh critic of movies. I just feel like my whole thing is like, and if the filmmaker's listening, like, just take your time, just try to put more, like, don't do something just to do it. Put your time and effort and,
Yeah.
So that was a 30-minute movie with 18 minutes talking to the director.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was an extra 18 minutes at the end of that movie that's talking to the director.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to watch
What's
that.
crazy is like it was what? It's listed as like 48-minute runtime.
Yeah, and 18 minutes is talking to the director.
I felt like I knew it was like 48 minutes going in, right? And I watched the movie up until the end credits, and then, like I turned it off when the director started talking. I felt that was like it was a really long 48 minutes. So it turns out that it was actually only 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
the shots that they had in that movie were drawn out very bad. Like it was dreadful. I don't want to shit on indie horror because what?
Don't want to shit on indie horror. I'm sorry. You make fucking bad movies, you get shit on.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
Like I said, I do respect the creator creating, but
But some people watch it.
I love bad movies. Like you, Jimmy and Johnny,
Yeah,
I love
trust me. I fucking
horrible,
goddamn
trash. Dude,
Yeti's name is on Instagram as the movie the movie raccoon.
Yeah, movie raccoon. I am a fucking dude. I love what anybody like a lot of people call garbage, dude. I love camp and schlock and fucking.
So what was the raccoon movie? They used a stuffed raccoon. It's a horror movie. I know I showed it to you, and I think you love it.
Oh, dude, it was like a Christmas winter horror movie. There was a train.
Yeah.
And they're like raccoons with fucking machine guns and shit.
What?
Yes.
Dude, I can't remember what it's called. It was like, but it was Chef's Kiss. Fucking amazing. I love that movie. Zombie.
What about this? Yes. What about the one with the horse, the wooden horse?
Carousel.
Yes.
Oh, Carousel was good.
Now I haven't seen the sequel, but I will say
Carousel was good. You ever seen that, John?
Carousel is fucking dude. It's absolutely worth your time. You will laugh your fucking ass off.
Ridiculous.
It is amazing.
What a good.
It was
movie.
called Killer Raccoons 2: Dark Christmas.
Oh
Yep,
my god.
yep.
That sounds funny.
Oh,
Carousel is about a fucking horse off a carousel coming to life. and
Yeah.
kill him. It's fucking great.
I'd watch that. I would watch that. That's funny.
See, that's fucking fun. Like, if it's gonna be bad,
Yeah,
Let's go.
they say no.
let's
Absolutely.
fucking go, dude.
It's
Attack
like
of the
Jack
Killer
Frost.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
like you're ridiculous.
What about Killer Sofa? You remember
Yeah.
that one? We
Yeah, I
got
do.
they like in the heyday of Tennessee horror news, we got some really awful good movies.
Dude, I was watching like at least one or two just fucking terrible horror movies a day.
Yeah, we was
It
getting
was-
a ton of like
It was magical.
we was doing a lot of fucking what's the Uncorked and Wild Eyed releasing.
Wild Eye, Uncorked, fucking.
There's some other ones. It was just
There's some other ones, yeah.
Like
that-
Ginger Dead Man, like that stuff.
yeah, Ginger Dead. I watched Evil Bong, fucking.
oh yeah, man.
Dude.
I've sent
Lost the
Yetis.
Pastor.
Yeah.
Fucking love that movie.
Yeah, Yeti, man, he's watched some. He's got to witness some. From what he tells me, because I didn't watch them before. I did watch Killer Sofa, which is pretty funny. But isn't that where the recliner ate people?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hooker with a hacksaw.
Yeah.
Did y'all show Bone Hill Road? It was a Wild Eye releasing movie. It was like a werewolf movie.
Bone Hill Road sounds.
We did watch one called what was that road in New Jersey that's supposed to be haunted? Cliff
Oh yeah.
something
Clinton Road.
Clinton
Clinton Road. Yeah.
Yeah,
That what's his name in it?
that wasn't the greatest movie.
Who was it? Who was the actor that like the big star that was?
I can't remember.
Wasn't Mike Tyson? Was it?
Oh,
No,
I'm looking it up.
Clinton Road.
While you look that up, I'll be right back.
Holy shit, she was in it.
Oh, Lauren. Oh yeah.
Vincent Pastor, Eric Roberts. That's who. Oh, Ice-T was in it.
Ice-T was in it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Let's move on to Beyond the Basement Board, as we've been talking along.
Yeah. All right.
We promised WWE Royal Rumble, so
Yep. So it's time to move on to Beyond the Basement Door. Which this Beyond the Basement Door is pretty much talking about wrestling.
yes. So the Royal Rumble happened last night. The women's Royal Rumble, a tag match, the Universal title match with Kofi,
Yeah, there's only two.
and then another Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so there's the two Royal Rumble matches and two other. So yeah, so the first match was the women's Royal Rumble actually started.
Yeah, kicked it off. They let it run an hour and 10 minutes, which is pretty long for the women's. I mean, lots of names come out. Charlotte made her return, and Alexa Bliss made her return. And of course, they had Trish Stratus come out. Then they had Nikki Bella, which was a surprise.
Oh yeah, so we're on to the behind the basement door, Eddie.
Hell yeah.
But we won't get a full breakdown or nothing like that, but just kind of glance over it. But yeah, like Johnny said that we had some returns.
I'm 100% disappointed in the Women's Royal Rumble
Mm-hmm.
with the Charlotte Flair win. How cliche, how overdone, and how overrated is Charlotte Flair? To me, she was great, when she come, but they had played her out with the 17 wins, championships. They gave it to her so quickly because she is Ric Flair's daughter. And I'm not going to say she's a bad wrestler. She's good. She's strong. She puts on a good performance and show. But you just to me, she's just overdone. Pushed down your face like Roman Reigns was for a long time. And I don't think she ever came. I just never cared for her.
Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, they're way better than she is, I think. As far as athleticism,
Yes.
they're way better than Charlotte.
And I'm not a big Bianca Belair fan either. you know, because I didn't really get to watch a lot of her. Like, but Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan,
Oh yeah.
to me, even Liv and Nia Jax together, the chemistry is there. I don't know how Charlotte's going to fit into all this, you know, but I think Liv Morgan will put on a better show than Charlotte Flair. But that's just my opinion. I mean, and it's obvious that WWE thinks a whole lot of Liv Morgan because she's probably going to get the tag belts with Raquel Rodriguez to keep her on the upward trajectory, keep her kind of around a title. Yeah. So Charlotte and Rhea is going to be at Royal Rumble more likely, or I mean, WrestleMania. Charlotte's probably going to fucking win again, and whoopie do.
Yeti, what you got any?
I'm sorry.
You got any takeaways on the women's Royal Rumble?
I think it was cool as shit to see Trish Stratus. That was cool.
And she come back last year. I think she's being overdone too. Like
they want to throw some nostalgia.
Yeah, I guess people care about that. But there's enough women nowadays because before they would add the women, like, you know, the nostalgia, like from the Diva era back in, because they didn't have enough women wrestlers that were good enough or that they thought were good enough. But you do now. In my opinion, you have enough.
But they're wanting that whole formula to have surprise too. So, you know, especially like when Nikki Bella, with her music hit. Like, she's been out for, like...
It was cool seeing Nikki, but, like, after seeing Trish last year, and, like, Trish went on a little run, you know. She had her, like, comeback on WWE. Nikki was cool. Like, you know, like that kind... Like, somebody newer, like, fresher, like, not year to year. You know what I mean? Yeah. For that stuff. But if you don't watch as often, seeing Trish was awesome. Like Yeti said, you know?
Yeah, right. It's kind of funny they brought her out because back in the day... You know, back in the day, everybody hated the Bellas. I mean, they're pretty, but everybody hated them as wrestlers.
Oh, now, because they were heels.
Now they bring them back, and it's like people are so starved for, like, older stars. They'll cheer anything, you know? It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, and the Bellas were kind of pushed over because they were twins, and let's be honest, the wrestling back then wasn't the best for the women's, in my opinion. Like, they were good, but... The women now, because they had generations of the women before them, like, you know what I mean? They've trained a lot more. They've been in it a lot longer, I think, and they're a lot stronger. Mm-hmm. In all honesty, I mean, look at fucking, oh God, man, my name just went blank. The one woman that come from NXT, or not NXT, TNA.
Jordan
Grace.
Jordan Grace.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
Eddie, have you seen her? You got to look her up.
She needs to lay off the steroids.
Jordan Grace.
Like, honestly, like, her voice, like, she's done so much, you know, gear.
Yeah.
That you can tell, like, it's getting raspy.
She been hitting that Trimbolone sandwich?
Yeah, the Trimbolone.
Like, she was kind of like a thick, not fat, but she looked more like what you would call a power lifter.
Yes.
And now she's just fucking jacked out of mind.
And I'm not going to say she looks bad, because I enjoy her body. Like, don't get me wrong. But she is strong as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you know who would really be good now would be Medusa and Sherry. Like, if Medusa and Sherry were modern wrestlers, they would fit in so well with all this, 100%. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully Eddie's seeing the picture of her.
Yeah, dude, she's geared.
Yeah. And, like, seeing the newer talent coming out and, like, they're pushing the newer talent.
Finally.
Yeah, and, like, some of the younger generation, like, I don't know a lot of the NXT women, like, to be honest. And I don't know all the women wrestlers besides the ones that are on the show most of the time, you know? And that's why I think 2 spots were taken up by, like, you know, the legends of WWE. And those 2 spots could have been to present the younger generation or people that you already have there. Even Natalya. Like, yeah, it's cool to see Natalya come out, you know, because I think she should have been given a championship more often because she was there, you know, and she was in the business so long. And I think they kind of fucked her over, in my opinion. But
But so unfortunately,
Charlotte won, and it sucked. So yeah, the men's tag match between DIY and
Motor City Machine Guns.
don't care. I mean, honestly, like, are these, was this for like the? It is for the WWE tags, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had the tag team belts.
I don't know.
But are they not off of NXT? Like these teams?
The Motor City
Yeah.
Machine Guns were big. Like that was like 10 years ago in TNA.
But even
Like,
DIY was like
that was
big
forever
in
ago.
NXT. Like, but are they not NXT?
No, they're on the main roster.
Oh, I don't know.
I
Yeah.
thought the Viking whatever or somebody. To me, the tag belts have not been freaking shown on TV enough for me to know anything about the tag division.
Mm-mm.
You know, because I think that's something that needs to come back a little bit better. And I can understand, like, DIY's been around in NXT for a long time. You know, so I figured they were still NXT because I don't see them on Raw. But I seem like they're not the Viking Raiders, I don't think, but the big dudes, they had the belts. Dominic and Finn, and I can't think of their name, their fucking group.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day was going after the tag belts.
Yeah. It just disappeared.
But to me, like, that was the legit tag belts. Like, the belts that these guys have, I'm like, who? They got 2 sets of tag belts?
Right.
Yeah, you got one for SmackDown and one for Raw.
Oh, I thought they got rid of that.
No, they got it back.
Well, was that was a SmackDown group then?
Uh,
Because I don't know them. Let's put it that way. I
Yeah.
don't know them well enough. And I know, like, hardcore wrestling fans know them. That were, like, really super in it. I'm not into NXT.
Same. I don't watch it.
You know, it's like AEW to me,
Yeah.
in my personal opinion. Like, and AEW's got great stars, but I don't watch it either. So yeah, I mean, but the Street Profits, I know the Street Profits.
Mhm.
When they come out there and interfered, and I guess they got the heel Street Profits back, I'm down for watching more of that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think them guys have more personality.
yeah.
But that's just me.
Any-
And DIY is good.
yeah.
I just don't know that the Motor City.
Machine Guns.
Yeah, I don't know them. I know the other. You know what I mean? So
Like
it takes
John
me
was
out.
saying, they was just big in TNA. Jetty, you got
Well, they-
any? Sorry, go
Well, they
ahead.
made them big. Like, the thing is, like, 2 years ago, the tag titles, that was the main event of one of the nights of Mania because it was Owens and Sammy versus the Usos. And that was probably the biggest they've made the tag titles ever. But I don't think they've had it that good since then,
But
you know?
look at the stars you had. The Usos and Sammy and Owen and Kevin.
Yeah.
Come on. You know what I mean? And they don't have that star power because people don't want to be around the tag belts anymore. It don't
Mhm.
seem like. Because you're not getting any... If you're not the Judgment Day or like you have great, you know what I mean? Like talent that's been in the game for a long time. Like Finn Balor. Like people know Finn Balor and just
Right.
to me, like he's the one holding that together. And even with Dominic, his character is just funny.
Mhm.
Like, he's not the best wrestler, but he's a perfect heel.
So, Yeti,
People hate
you got any opinions on this match, or you?
No, he said no.
To this?
So we'll move on.
My mic was muted. My bad.
Oh,
And next we had the Kevin Owens Cody Rhodes ladder match for the titles, which was a pretty brutal match.
and what a phenomenal match that was. Holy crap, dude.
They beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, like it was like they were trying to go out there and prove like they're not pussies. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, damn, Cody is like really taking these shots and like, because I know people were saying that Cody was boring. People were saying that he's been one of the most boring fucking title holders
So
in a while, and I'm like, but Roman Reigns didn't fucking hardly wrestle. What are you
No,
talking
ever.
about?
So tell me this, y'all. So y'all watched this match. There was one point where the ladder was sitting on its side, and
Holy
Cody
shit.
Rhodes, I think back suplex or something,
Back body
Kevin
drop.
Owens onto it. How does that
Yes.
not break a motherfucker's back?
That was brutal. That was a brutal spot.
Dude, I was like, holy fuck. And he didn't hit like flat, like shoulder wise. It was like
middle
toward the more of the middle, and like could really.
How does that not break your back?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily break it, like, but it would hurt so bad.
Did y'all feel like they're doing this thing where I noticed like Owens was hurt, Sammy's out there with him, and then in the Rumble, spoiler, Sammy gets eliminated by Jay. I feel like they're doing this thing where Sammy and Kevin are going to be like, fuck all these guys.
Yes.
We only can trust each other. Fuck the Samoans. Fuck all this. Like, and it's almost like in that match, if you watch that match and you didn't watch the product, I would think that Cody Rhodes was a heel. Like, I would think that Kevin was a babyface because Cody's like, Kevin's hurt. And it was kind of a weird way.
They're pushing Cody to be a heel. Cody is going to slowly start turning.
Did you notice
it's a slow process to turning into a heel?
Did you notice his entrance? He wasn't slapping, like giving people fives or nothing.
Oh yeah,
that was the longest fucking ramp you could. Imagine how many.
They only do that at Royal Rumbles. Oh, and WrestleMania. But the Royal Rumble, I noticed that they like to have a big, like an L. So it's like, Yeti, have you watched many Royal Rumbles in the few years? How the entrance ramp is always long as fuck.
I noticed that watching parts of this one. I haven't watched wrestling in so long. Like, I got out of it but now it's like it's so available. I think I'm gonna have to get back into it.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw comes on Netflix now.
Well, shit, dude, you can watch fucking SmackDown through clips on
TikTok,
WWE USA.
Yeah,
on YouTube.
Yeah,
like they just re-show the fucking matches for the most part. But because I was hoping SmackDown would be shown on Hulu like they used to do Raw for USA, and it's not on there. And it's so disappointing because they would show like an hour of the top things. But yeah, the Cody and Kevin Owens, like the claim is Cody's going to slowly start turning the heel. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn's going to come back. I figured Sami would just kick the wrong person again.
Yeah.
Haluva kicked the wrong person because that's his fucking trope. And it's been his trope for years and years and years. And I'm like, dude, just stop doing the Haluva kick, dude. Like, your Haluva kick sucks. It has the wrong missile guidance system on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are kicking the wrong people. Like, that motherfucker is heat-seeking other people. Dude, something needs to happen, bro. You know what I mean?
So Cody Rhodes comes out on top in that match.
And which was phenomenal. Like, I was wondering how they were going to do it. Yeah. I thought Sammy was going to step in. And they didn't have him, so that was a good bait and switch.
Yeah. But then we got the men's Royal Rumble match, which we
super surprise.
Yeah, we had some big returns on it, too.
Andrade come out.
Which he's been there. But
has he? I haven't seen him on TV.
Yeah, he's been had some matches.
No.
Penta was in there, which it was Penta and Rey Mysterio at the beginning, and Penta is just.
Okay. Did Penta touch the ground?
They fucked that up. That was a mess up because both touched. Yeah.
And here's the thing about this: when they were wrestling, I was like, Penta's never done this. You know what I'm saying? They're trying too hard and they're going to fuck this up. Because I was sitting there thinking, I wonder if two people have fallen out of the ring. The first two people have ever fallen out of the ring together. And no one else being in the ring. Like, how fucking much? And then to see Penta touch, and they didn't show the replay because they knew he touched.
Exactly. Yep.
They knew he fucking touched, so they didn't show a replay on it.
Because they knew.
And it's his inexperience and trying too hard, and you don't fucking do that, dude. You're too new in WWE.
Yeah, don't Sin Cara this guy, because that's what I was worried. Is like, this is going to be another Sin Cara thing, you know?
And to me, you fuck that up, you're done.
Yeah.
Fuck your push. It'll be like Finn Balor when he hurt his shoulder and he never got pushed again. You know what I'm saying? He won the title, fucking hurt Seth Rollins, fucking threw him in, hurt his shoulder. and he fucking that push stopped. And for Penta, like he is going to be pushed. Like he come there to get a title. I don't know what title. Like him and maybe Braun Breaker might be setting up something for them too.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
I think his flow with people is a little off. You know, the WWE style. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't really clicked.
He was in AEW for a while.
But like watching him wrestle these people, like coming out like the first night with Chad Gable was a little rough.
Wait till Ray Phoenix comes to the WWE and the Lucha Brothers are back together. That's some good shit right there.
But they're claiming Penta's going to get pushed. But yeah, I think he fucked up, and man.
So we had, is the only one I can think of, the big return was AJ Styles.
Yeah.
AJ Styles come back.
I mean, John Cena. Come on.
Well, yeah, we knew he was coming, but I'm talking about like surprise.
Yeah, AJ Styles was a surprise. I was glad to see him back. I always liked AJ.
My wife, when he come out, she goes, "My God, look at the hair on that man."
Yes.
That is some luxurious hair.
Just for men.
I told my son, I said, "You need to straighten your hair, and you would have AJ Styles
Hey,
hair."
he has nice hair.
What did Chris Jericho used to call him? Said they called him a soccer mom haircut.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So yeah,
the match was good. I think though they're in the ring, and then when they cut, like they're still trying to wrestle, and they're doing good moves, but yet they're focused on the person entering. And I'm like, dude, like there has to be.
but that's the only issue with the Royal Rumble is it's a spectacle.
But you don't need to do like big spots when the other guy. And it took fucking Roman Reigns over a minute to get down that fucking walkway, the ramp.
Yeah.
Like I was fast forwarding it, you know, and I was like 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude?
So
The
they
Yeti.
said that Drew McIntyre, when he got eliminated, I read that was a botch because apparently he was mad because that wasn't supposed to, like, Damian Priest was not supposed to knock him out, and I think he was mad at somebody in the match. I was reading about that earlier. Like, it just something went wrong.
I did read that. They said that people were trying too hard. Or
Yeah.
like you was just saying, they were trying too hard and doing their moves to get themselves over. And they said that Drew McIntyre left the arena cussing and shit because he was pissed about it. But Yeti, I know at the beginning before we started recording, you said something about you didn't know social media stars and stuff were in this. So
Yeah, what the fuck? Fucking, what is it? Logan Paul? Jake
Yeah,
Paul is one of them
yeah.
scumbags. Was one of the last ones in
Dude.
the Rumble.
so you
Logan Paul,
you need to look up some Logan Paul highlights.
he is phenomenal.
Dude is a fucking beast in this ring.
He is a great wrestler, and it's so like I wanted to hate him when he first started, like a few years back. But after watching him in a match, you're like,
He's a high
Dude's
flyer,
legit.
dude. He's a high flyer.
who's legit?
Look
Still a
up the
fucking
clip.
scumbag.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's
But look up the clip. Was it last year's Royal Rumble where him and Ricochet collided midair in between turnbuckle and turnbuckle?
That
yeah.
was a cool
Or not
spot.
turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Turnbuckle was the side of in the middle of the ropes. They both did like a springboard
Yeah.
and collided in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
he tore like both his fucking ACL or something and both his knees like over in Saudi Arabia or wherever they wrestle over there.
Logan Paul did.
Yeah, like
That's why he's been out so long. Huh?
no.
Oh, he went
He
for
did that
his
the
kid.
first year.
Oh yeah, he went out
First
'cause
year,
He had a
fucking
kid
so he had to fly back like 20 hours.
with
Oh.
Thor.
His knees fucked up
Damn.
and get surgery
Wow.
from like one of his first matches.
And then they had
And come back, dude.
What was that? Something speed.
Yeah, speed.
I show speed, yeah.
Yeah,
That motherfucker
Dude.
took a spear like I ain't never seen anyone there.
Dude.
Holy
That was
shit! He
cool.
got. I think they're like, this motherfucker wants to be in wrestling. Yeah, he's
How-
paying
yeah.
dues, baby.
How did he not get a whiplash?
He paid some dues on that bitch. dude.
Oh, man.
Hey Yeti, do you know who Braun Breaker is?
Vaguely.
That is what's his name?
Rick Steiner's
Rick
son.
Steiner's son.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
that's a Steiner
Okay.
brother's son.
But
That's
Scott
what's
Steiner's
up.
son's is coming up to WWE.
Dude, that would be cool if they fucking the two cousins.
Yeah, they said
teamed
that
up.
he's coming up. But then fucking Speed got back body dropped on the fucking announcer's table.
Oh, by
Yeah.
by
I can't think. Otis.
Yeah.
I was like, dude is getting thrown. But I mean, let's be honest. That is so good content for that guy. Like, like it made his fucking whole month.
So WWE is realizing that they need to just not only do like sports stars and stuff.
Well,
Now they need to incorporate like Speed. Did what's his name? No, he never showed up. Did he?
There's been quite a few streamers.
What's the one that seems kind of like he's a little bit autistic?
Oh no,
he ain't been to wrestling.
No, you're talking about what's up, brother?
That guy.
I cannot think of his name.
He had a gay OnlyFans for a while.
Who do you
of
guys think is going to be a bigger star, Jacob Fatu or Braun Breaker? Like when they really, who do you think is going to break out more?
That's another one, Yeti. You're going to actually get back into watching.
Are you asking who I like more?
Check out some promos from Jacob Fatu. This dude is a fucking beast on the mic already.
You asked already, but he's been wrestling so long.
Yeah, he's been wrestling for so long, but yet he's getting to speak now. He wasn't getting to speak at first in WWE.
Yeah.
I know he's had some promos in like MLW or something like that, but dude, this motherfucker, man, they need to let him go. They need to let him be the head of
Jacob Fatu.
The Samoan werewolf was his
like
nickname.
him so much more than Braun Breaker. And I'll be honest, Braun Breaker's outfits are dumb.
They are kind of silly. I agree.
What's up with all the numbers? Is that Steiner math on his?
That might have been. It might have been. But like to me, he has like 90s fucking what is that? Spray paint, the
airbrush,
airbrush fucking shirts, and like his outfits are airbrushed.
He's got a Goldberg tattoo on his arm. The damn tribal.
And I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler. I haven't like.
What is it? The speed he gets up to when he's running rope?
23 miles an hour.
Dude is running 23 miles an hour rope to rope.
Yeah, that's.
And when he hit speed with that spear, he was probably going about 23 miles an hour.
But that's his stick, though. That's their like talking. Oh, you go 23 miles an hour.
Jacob Fatu, he's like an 80s Hogan heel villain. Like he's like Ming or somebody like that. When I see Fatu, I'm like that guy. I could see him in the '80s fighting Hogan, like on Saturday Night.
To me, Fatu is. I would rather see Fatu in any match than Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
I mean, Fatu to me is like he's going to be the fucking guy. I mean, they just canceled Solo.
Who's the Intercontinental Champion?
Braun Breaker.
Is he
the Breaker?
Yeah.
Okay, so Shinsuke is the U.S. champ, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did y'all see that the women have those belts now too? There's a women's USA belt and a women's Intercontinental belt.
But in Valkyrie, or Valkyrie, whatever, her getting thrown out so early.
That's because she had a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, but her wardrobe was fine.
What did you notice?
Malfunction at the beginning.
Did you see that, Yeti? One of the women, her damn top fell off.
Well, I mean, it didn't show anything.
She had a halter top under it, but like one of the women, Liv Morgan, she saw that she was struggling to fix it, so she kicked her in the back over into the corner of the ring.
Yeah,
so she can
veteran move.
So she can get her out of the shot. And then one of the refs, the man ref, hollered at the female ref to come help her fix her top.
Yeah, I mean that happens, and I'd wondered about
that.
That's
like Logan Paul actually saved Rey Mysterio from taking a hell of a bump. Or when he went to jump off something and he missed, and Logan Paul caught him.
Where are you talking? In this match?
No. I was just saying how, But anyways, we'll get back on it. But, we'll get to it. Who else? Any standout some people coming out?
No. I mean, John Cena come out and...
CM Punk and all that.
But the surprising thing is when CM Punk... Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins went all out, like, pretty close. Because that was who's it gonna be? CM Punk, Seth Rollins, or Roman Reigns? Like that's who I was thinking. Like Who are they going to fucking push over on this?
I was saying, me and John was messing. He asked me who I thought. It was either CM Punk or John Cena, and neither one of them. So,
But John Cena, they teased at the end.
but
Yeah.
but now he's going to get his chance at Elimination Chamber.
They
So
love
he's-
that stat shit, man. They love pushing that, like, he's the 17 world, like, I don't think Cena needs to win another title, man. That doesn't do anything for anybody, in my opinion. I don't know.
Well, and that's what we was talking about. Like, does he beat Cody, or if he beats, like say Gunther,
Yeah.
would that give him the number one spot, or would it not? Because the world title, the belts are so weird now. The classification of them, when they got unified and all
You
that.
talking about
Shit.
Cena or talking about
Cena.
Well, now he's. Well, I don't know who he's going to go for, but I know at the
Elimination Chamber.
well, no, at the what's the show they do at the press conference? He wasn't taking questions. He was just saying that he wants to become the 17th champion, and he wants to be around to congratulate the next person. But he said that he's going to be in the Elimination Chamber. So I guess whoever wins the Elimination Chamber will get a title match.
Yeah.
And I guess the Elimination Chamber is the month before Mania, right? Or am I
But that's
wrong?
my thing, though. Like, who is he going to challenge?
Right. I don't know. That's
Because
Like Cody?
Well, Jay, maybe we'll find out tomorrow.
And like with Jay, why would Jay go after Gunther? He just got fucking obliterated by Gunther. Like in a fair, not obliterated. I mean, they put on a good match, but you got beat clean, right?
yeah. But would you rather see Cody and Cena or Cody and Punk? I'd rather see Cody and Punk, personally.
Yeah.
How's Cody or Punk going to
Think about this though. No, think about this though. Will fucking Cody even have the title before WrestleMania? At WrestleMania.
Who's he going
It's
to lose
true.
to?
Because the talks are like Sami Zayn's going to fucking headline WrestleMania.
But where is he going to lose it? Is they going to have
There's 2 to 3 other fucking. Because you got to think the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens angle is here. So what if it's a triple threat match, and Sami Zayn finally turns on everyone and fucking puts himself first? You know what I mean? Now, should Sami Zayn fucking headline WrestleMania? No. You know what I mean? But what if you had a 4-way match in WrestleMania? Cena, Cody, you know what I'm saying? Sammy and Kevin.
Yeah. They hadn't done that in a while. That's true. They could do
I mean, that would kind of be kind of nice to see. That'd be a spectacle.
Yeah,
They need to give something to. I feel like Sammy and Kevin, they've got to do something there with the title with them because they've just been building that so long. Even if it's like a Money in the Bank, they've got to get something.
They were talking about like Kevin Owens might be having the title, like take it off of Cody before then. So like it's something with Sammy and Kevin.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be some sort of title thing around them.
So, Johnny, there's only one pay-per-view before PLE before WrestleMania. It's Elimination Chamber. That's the next one. That's the last one.
Oh yeah, it is February.
Yeah, this Royal Rumble happened February 1st.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see that's what's
So
throwing me
March
here.
1st is Elimination Chamber in Toronto. And then we have the Hall of Fame and then WrestleMania Night 1.
What is that day on?
Which one?
What is WrestleMania?
It's on April 19th and 20th.
Okay.
Yeti, do you have Netflix, right?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Oh, okay. Shit. Fuck. I was gonna say, I could do the typical thing, but you gotta damn pay extra now to have.
Bastards.
But if you can maybe check out the clips or something on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, and you're gonna watch it more. Hell, we can do this every now and then, like only mainly with PLEs because I don't want to get into damn trying to do a podcast about wrestling.
Right.
That's just so much wrestling.
Yeah.
But PLEs, I don't think is a big deal because you can kind of sum up everything that's been going on between, like now, for instance, like between the Royal Rumble and leading up to Elimination Chamber.
But yeah, so Jey Uso won.
Yeah,
We never said that. So Jey Uso won, which was a surprising victory for Jey Uso. And
And he,
that's why we talk. Maybe we did mention it. That's why I say, where's Jay? Who's Jay going to fucking go after?
I don't know.
Like, where's this going? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what would be cool is somehow Jacob Fatu was able to get the title off of, say, Gunther or something, and then Jay goes after Gunther.
what happened to Solo?
Oh, he got fucking canceled, pretty much. The motherfucker, they just gave up on him in that storyline. I mean, and you seen it once Roman beat him for the OTC or whatever, the chair, like, that was over. You know what I mean? Like, how can you...
Was it the bell pepper necklace or whatever
Yes.
he puts on?
Yeah, like, how can you... Where's he going to go? Where are you going to go from there with that?
What is that thing called? The Chihuahua?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I bet it said Chihuahua.
But yeah, so...
I can't remember.
That's our take on the Royal Rumble. I think it was good. The women's match was disappointing. The men's tag match was good. It's just I don't care about those teams. So
Yeti, from what you saw in the men's Royal Rumble, did anything stand out to you? That's pretty cool.
Man, I got like instantly kind of hooked on Jacob Fatu when he took a shot to the mouth, and then just like the look, like his man, it reminded me of like Attitude Era, like almost like a Taker moment.
Yeah,
He takes a shot to the mouth and he just like
Don't
rages
phase him.
and fucks dude off. I was like, okay, I like this. This is cool. Like that was the moment that made me go, maybe I should start watching wrestling again.
yeah, Jacob Fatu is being billed as a fucking beast. He'll take some shots.
I don't know if it's his brother or his cousin, but Zilla Fatu is supposed to be coming up too.
Oh yeah.
And he's a little. I think he's a pretty good little prospect or whatever. Holy shit, y'all!
Yeah, this has been a really long podcast.
This
we
is
hope
too-
you enjoyed.
2 hours, 2 fucking hours, y'all.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's what I was
shit.
trying to like push this along.
But yeah,
Been really long. If you stuck this far, thank you for listening. Make sure you go follow us at the Big Ball Buddies, Facebook, X, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube.
yeah, all them social medias. Yeah, thank you. You already said it. Thanks for watching, and listening. Thank you, Yeti and John, for coming
thank
on
y'all for
again.
participating in this long ass podcast and been on,
Thanks for having me.
being talking to us even longer than that.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we can. We'll definitely get together again. Hopefully, we can all meet up somewhere. John, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this has been Jim Jam. This is Johnny, the Big Ball Buddies. That's all we got, and we got, of course.
That's Yeti and that's John.
That's all we got, y'all. We out.
Peace.
Stay spooky. Try not to be an asshole.
Later.
Thank you for listening to Jim Jam and Johnny in the horror basement and beyond. Please follow, like, share, and rate us wherever you listen to us.